Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte, I come from Norway and I love makeup, and today I am going to do the second part of my tarot series where I make a custom palette based on a tarot reading where I read 3 different cards. So I just recently bought a bunch of tarot cards because I just think they look so beautiful and they're very like inspirational for me to make custom color stories from. And Jessica from Instagram, she has been a big inspiration because she's been doing that for a long time. So I just wanted to try it myself and I loved it the last time, so I just really wanted to continue it, and this is the second time I'm doing it and I really love the color story this time as well. And I do the tarot reading kind of like just to get more insight into my own mind and what I want and stuff like that, and like get something to focus on. Not because I think that tarot readings can like predict the future or anything, but it's definitely like everything is what you want it to be. So if you work hard for a goal, then you are going to achieve it as well, is kind of like my belief. So I just really like to do this to just get some more insight into myself. So let's just get started with my tarot reading for the month of March. So the first card that I drew was the 4 of Cups, and it's just such a beautiful card. You can like see a mermaid kind of by the water, like looks like she's really thinking, and it's like the card is supposed to mean self-absorption and introspection, sinking deeply into own concerns, and to be lost in reveries and to have awareness of the world. Then the second card that I drew was the 3 of Pentacles, which has a meaning of teamwork. You can see that there are 2 persons here, and to function together and to be appreciated for your work and your effort, to keep on and go on the right track, and to be subject of envy and jealousy, to not be too arrogant or too proud of achievements, and also to save money. So that is supposed to be like the present, and it was kind of nice because I wanted to like have a focus on work for the reading, and I was like really a little bit nervous because I hadn't been at work since last year, and I felt like that was a nice one to get for the present. Then the last card that I drew was the Star, and it's such a beautiful card. I drew it in the reverse, so it was like upside down, but like the details on all of these cards is just incredible. So this one was upside down for me, so it kind of looked like to me that it was like someone that like got to empty their head, and that was kind of true, like for the future or like the end of March. So it's like take time for self-care on a deeply personal and spiritual level, and to reconnect to what is important. Stand tall and firm when tested, imagine the perfect perspective and make it reality, and to remove obstacles. So also in terms of what I wanted to be the focus, which was work, was kind of nice to have this one for the future, like to be the meaning that everything was going to be okay. So, and it was, so it's such a beautiful card though. So for the last reading I decided to kind of focus each row on each card, but I didn't really do that now because I felt like all the cards were kind of like the same but kind of different. I just felt like I wanted to do an overall color story that would fit them, so I really feel like this fit perfectly. I will just leave a photo up of the photo that I did use like with the cards and the shadows, and I just wanted something a little bit like ethereal and kind of springy. And actually like I was thinking, where did I get inspiration for this one from? Like obviously the cards, but I felt like I had been seeing color stories like this before, and then it just hit me when I started playing with it, like the It's Freaking Bats palette with Beauty Bean and Charlotte Cosmetics. It has like a couple of the same colors, so definitely that one. But I also know that Julia K. March on Instagram, she has some spring palettes that I just absolutely loved. And also I think Newbie Loves Color has some similar palettes. I did not double check that one, but she like either way she has a lot of inspirational custom palettes that are worth checking out. But yeah, this is the color story and I really love it. I added a lot of like sparkly shades, obviously, and all of them are duochrome or multichrome in some sort of way. I added 2 that are very new to me from Luxe Beauty that I'm super excited about, and I added some mattes from Glam Shop. We also have a Glaminatrix matte and a Terra matte, and a couple of Tammy Tanuka pigments and one from Bernovich actually. But yeah, I really love the color story and I feel like it really fits the cards, so I was so excited to play with this. So I'm just going to show you guys the swatches. I haven't completely decided what to do with my look yet, but I think I will be trying to go like from this one to this one and maybe the green, and we will see if I will use all the mattes or not. But I'm just going to start out using this brush from Glam Shop. It's their 007 brush, and this shade, which was Atlantis from Terra. I am using my new Smashbox Primer today, so I'm excited to see how that works with all these different formulas. It has been working great with my Glam Shop that I've used a couple of times already with this primer, but this shadow I haven't used yet at all. So I was really curious, but it looks like it's applying really nicely, and I'm just like slightly buffing out the edges. And I think I'll already now dip into the purple, and this is the shade Sitting Pretty by Glaminatrix, and they have an amazing formula. It's so pigmented and they usually blend out really beautifully as well. And these shades go so beautifully together. They're like the cool and the warm toned version of each other, which I really like. So I'm also just going to buff out the edges right here. So I do have like a small bump on this eye, which made the Sitting Pretty shade look a little bit odd, but I think I'm going to be able to work with it. So I'm just going to be going in with the matte green here, and I will just see how that goes. I'm now using the 018 brush by Glam Shop. And I'm just going to try placing the green right here in the inner parts, and maybe I will just try to blend it out with that more yellowy green. So I'm just taking my S5 brush by Kaleidos Makeup, and I'm going in with that more mustardy toned yellow. And in the inner part here I do have concealer just to kind of hide my discoloration, because I don't really like it when the blue shines through my shadows. So we will just see how that affects the application of the shadows, because maybe I should have like set it with some setting powder, because I might be getting a dark line, but we will just have to see and try to work with whatever we end up having here. But it's looking really good this far. And I don't know what kind of shade I want to use for the lid, because I feel like all of them could go with this look. So I'm just going to finish the other eye and think about it, and then I can start going in with some kind of shimmer. So I just ended up adding some of the mattes for my lower lash line. I just used the same ones, just like towards the inner corner. So just the blue and not the purple. Then I took the green, and then I took the more yellowy, mustardy green. And now I'm just going in with my BH Cosmetics Base Booster, and I took quite a lot, so I might have to just use my finger and tap it out a little bit afterwards to take away the excess. But I think I really need this more sticky glitter glue because I want to use Enigma from Tammy Tanuka because I haven't used that yet, and that is just insane because it's such a beautiful shade and I just love it. And I was so lucky that I even got extra of that one from my friend for Christmas gifts, so I have a lot of it, so I really need to use it, and it's just such a beautiful pigment. So I think this is looking fine. So this is the shade that is called Enigma, in case you aren't that familiar with the names. So I'm just going to try to hurry up before the glitter glue dries down. And I'm actually using the loose version that I have of it just because I have the loose version. I think it's kind of the same if you use the loose or the pressed version, but it's kind of easier to disperse it when it's loose, especially since this is like such a flaky kind of pigment. You can see that it's just flying everywhere. Or I'm not sure if you can see it, but I certainly can. So I just tapped my finger into the pigment, and I'm just going to use my finger to make sure I really rub it into the base, and that way I might have even more like opacity of the flakes, because I'm kind of like pushing it down to make it actually lie downwards and like in the right position, instead of it like going upwards or not laying flat. Then this will make it stay a little bit more flat and down to the lid. And this is so freaking intense. It's quite textured because of the big flakes, but I don't mind that. If you have more like hooded eyes or more wrinkly eyes, then you probably will notice. I do have hooded eyes, so you kind of see that see that it's pushing on it, but I think it still looks really beautiful. So I'll just finish off the rest of my face makeup and the other eye, and I think I'm going to go in with something on my lower lash line as well of the shimmers, so I'll just have to see what kind of shade I want there. I just finished my face makeup. I used my Glam Shop contour powder, bronzer and blush, and then I used Prophecy highlighter from Kaleidos that they sent me, and I added some glitter glue to my lower lash line. So I'm actually going in with this one. I don't remember the exact name off the top of my head right now, but it's from Tammy Tanuka, and I'm just going to apply that right here on the outer part, and then I think I'll go in with the Muze shade for the inner part because that's a little bit lighter. And this has like a purpley shift, which is just so stunning. Then I'm taking Muze. That is so pretty and sparkly. I think I'll have to go in with just a normal highlight or something for my inner corner. So I'll just finish off my lashes and all that kind of stuff and show you the close-up. Look who just decided to join. My little baby. Just a small monster. Ow. So that is my finished look with this palette, and I really love how the like all the shadows applied. They're so beautiful. Like the mattes are perfect. I love the combination. So Beautybin did a really good job with the combination of those colors, and it's really just a very nice color combination. And I just love that I got this from using the cards. And I'm just super excited about it, and I can definitely see myself doing a lot of different looks using this palette. As for the other products that I used for my face, I already talked about the face products, so I'm just going to leave those down in my description box. But my lip is actually the lip tonic from Kaleidos Makeup in the shade Immersion in combination with the W7 lip liner in Shiraz, I think it's called. And it's just a little bit like pinky toned. I wish I would have had something even more cool toned, but I really don't have a lot like that. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. I have not yet filmed the the close-up shots that I already showed you guys earlier in this video, so I'm super excited to see that, because I can just see like in the mirror all the shifts of the pigment that I have on my lid, and it's just so incredible. Oh, and I did actually use the glimmer gel from Kristen Lee Cosmetics in Hypnotic for my inner corner, and I really like that one. It's super shiny, and it's just really beautiful and has a lot of shifts in it as well, which hopefully comes through in my close-up. But that is it for this month's Tarot palette, so I hope that you liked it. Please leave me a comment down below what you thought of it, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I do a lot of single shadows content and tutorials, and I'm open for suggestions, so you can also leave that below if you want to. But thank you so much for watching. Bye!